And there it is. Come on, let's go. 4 more points. Go to 88,
Spy.
guys. Yeah, this could go. I think they could push this to 98 if they really wanted to. 98 to 8, 98 to 503. 98 to 503, guys. That's where the Bulls would like to be. 98 to 503. And why do we say that? Why do we say 98 to 503? Right? Well, because this goes to right there. And guess who's sitting there, guys? Bank of Taz. That's what I call it. Bank of Taz. My chihuahua. He's sitting right there. And there you go. Yeah, I'm just an indicator.
Oh, where did Mike go? I just noticed that Mike dropped off. Here, let me bring you back up, Mike. There you go, sir. You're back on stage now.
Can you guys
odd.
hear me now?
We can hear you
Yeah,
now, sir.
I was trying to share something with you guys on there, and it as soon as I shared it, it just dropped me. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? You know? But now when I move my screen over, it's so strange because I can't see I don't know. Sometimes I swear this thing just kills me. I can't even share my screen now because you know how you get the box, Discord box? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to be done anyway, guys. I'm just going to get off for the day. But anyway, guys, as you can see, we are going to try to get the Bank of Taz, which is the 98, right? I called the 98, guys. We're going to try to get to that 98 level if we can. But right now, I'm about 6,500 on this. I'm going to close this trade, guys, probably right here about 90 anyway. But I've had a beautiful day with you guys. I've enjoyed being here. I hope everybody had a good time with me this morning. We had a good morning, guys. We really did. I mean, we had a really solid morning. I think it was solid. So, you know, But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. So I will see you guys back. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow because it depends. I'm supposed to go out of town tomorrow, but I'm not sure for the stock stuff, but it's no big deal. Anyway, if we don't, we'll just do it Monday. Because I mean, we can always do it Monday at 11. It don't matter. I can stay on from 11 to 12 or 11 to 1 Monday. It's not a big deal. But anyway, guys, I got a lot going on. I got some stuff coming up I got to work on. And we got some stuff we're working on for Blue Sky. And like today, I got a couple calls I got to make, but I had to call a lady back too. But anyway, you're looking for 98 guys to fill. But once the bank level is at 98, so be careful at 98. So now where are your pullbacks? You know 98 is going to be a pullback probably. 90, 98 are both pullbacks, guys, and 66 and 58. Remind yourself of 58 and 66 because 58 is really a place where the bears can smoke this shit. Okay? The 58 is where the bears can come back and kill you. It's 458. Okay? So I'm glad everybody made some money this morning. I hope you had a great morning. I will see you guys later and have a great day and have a good weekend. If I don't see you tomorrow. So we'll talk to you later, guys. Bye, everybody. See you later, Riz.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. Again, have a great day. Excuse me. Hope you guys had a great morning and a great start. Sounds like a good chunk of our traders made some money. I myself am green. I'm green in the Blue Sky account. We're up. We blocked in $80 so far. I'm riding along. Then I'm up about $70 right now. So far a free trade for us. So trying to inch towards that $200 goal in this eval. So we'll see how we do through the midday session. All right, traders, we're crossing into the midday session and the volatility is giving us plenty to work with. If you caught the morning stream, Mike laid out the roadmap right now. The market is driving right down the middle. Let's do a vibe check on the tape and look at the NASDAQ levels and break down the massive decoupling we're seeing in the commodity sector. Let's start with NASDAQ. We are currently trading at 26,483, and the tech bulls are in absolute control today. That blowout TSMC guidance this morning is acting like rocket fuel for the entire semiconductor sector, dragging the broader index up with it. If you're trading my camera real levels, then you know exactly where we are. We just pierced through resistance 3 at 26,473. Here's the playbook for your afternoon session. We've got a breakout target at 26,583. 26,538. We're holding right above resistance 3, which means we are in a breakout territory. If the volume stays consistent through the lunch hour at 26,538 is the next major liquidity draw. The inflection point, 26,473 is an old resistance, so it must act as a new support. If we fail to hold this level and slip back below, expect a mean reversion down to the daily pivot. The daily pivot is our safety net this afternoon. If the volume dries up at 26,418, we might get a late day sell-off. This is where algorithmic buyers will likely step back in. If you're long from the morning pivot, you might want to be scaling out or trailing your stop below the 26,470 mark. My voice is rizzing you up. Well, I'm glad to hear it, and it's awesome to have you here. So I hope you've been enjoying the show this morning, and we'll keep running through the news. We currently have a decoupling of oil versus gold. Now let's step away from the tech sector for a second, because the commodities board is telling us a completely different macro story. Crude oil is continuing to absolutely free fall. WTI is pinned below the $90 mark today. The market is aggressively pricing out the war premium as the US-Iran ceasefire talks in Istanbul continue. Without the threat of an immediate supply shock in the Straits of Hormuz, The path of least resistance for oil has been straight down. Be very careful trying to catch this falling knife, though. Waiting for confirmation of a structural bottom would be my suggestion if you're trying to catch that knife. And remember what happens when you catch a falling knife, you will get cut. On the flip side, gold is absolute powerhouse. You would think the peace talks would cool off precious metals, but gold is holding near 4,850 level. Why? Because the massive drop in oil is dragging down the US dollar and treasury yields. Investors are looking at IMF global growth cuts from yesterday and parking their capital in gold as a hard asset hedge against the slow global economy. If gold breaks and holds above 4,860 this afternoon, the momentum traders will pile in. So expect a rip on gold if we can continue that. This is the lay of the land as we head into the afternoon. Keep your sizes manageable. Respect that resistance 3 level I pointed out on NASDAQ. Let the trades come to you. Drop your tickers in chat. Let's hunt for some afternoon setups, and good luck, traders. Good luck, and welcome to the Blue Sky stream again. All right. How you guys doing? All right in the midday session? You know, we're about 8 minutes away from the London close. I've got my eye on the ball, have not gotten stopped out yet. I believe this chart's a little bit behind. Let's see if we can get it caught up for us. Yeah, how's it going, Tiffany? Good to see you. Ricky, good to see you. Woodward, good to see you as well. What's up, everybody else? Haha, your voice. I thought I was listening to one of those gold infomercials. Well, if that's the case, then I suggest buy. I'm trying. I'm trying to pick up the pizzazz in my midday session. It's a long stretch for me, so being solo dolo, you know, I'm digging in deep and trying to keep the entertainment flying and keep the price action on the chart for you guys. Riz, can you give me your best, Riz? I'm giving it to you right now. I'm giving it to you every single day, my friend. Some days not as good as what I'd like, but I think I've been getting better lately. I think the morning streams have been getting a whole lot better with me in the midday session. You know, I think we've been grinding out fairly well. Not to mention, you know what? I've got a lot to be grateful for. You know, my performance on the new eval has been pretty damn good. You know, my win rate, I'm very proud of myself. Very, very proud of myself. You know, the daily averages have been good. Not as good as what I'd like, but you know what? The Propel account has been phenomenal. It has been one of my favorites to trade so far. You know, I'm feeling stress-free. I'm not feeling the anxiety of a normal eval, of having to, you know, fight towards that 30-day or any specific goal. I'm focusing purely on my trades, and I really am enjoying that. It has made it a more enjoyable experience for me. So right now, I'm just basically babysitting my entry right now. Took that long at 26,446. I was liking the breakout. We were getting to one of my breakout levels right here on NQ at 26,451. So I was looking for that long to continue. And it looks like we're holding fairly well. You rinsed too much money. You needed me earlier. I'm sorry, my friend. I'm sorry. You know, sizing is very important. You know, I definitely encourage you guys that if you guys are trading the morning session, remember, it doesn't have to be NASDAQ. You know, Coach Matt says it. You know, we're not here to be heroes. We're here to make money. We're here to make money. This is not, you know, if you're trying to get your story for your ex profile or to tell your friends that you had this monster trade that you made $1 bajillion, you're in the wrong place right now, my friend. I'm sorry, not sorry. But that's the reality of the fact. You know, those stories come with very horrible casualties along the way. You know, that's the reality of those trades. those monster killer trades that those traders take that you see, they come with some very horrific losses along the way. The casualties that they endure through those trades, because I'm one of those traders. You're talking to one of those guys because I get those baggers. I'm a 2000 percenter. If you look at my X profile, you can look through my X profile because they are there. But along the way with that comes some nasty losses that have, you know, man, they have hurt me severely because of. But you know what? Along the way, you start to realize is that, you know what, the screenshots only go so far. In the long run, those screenshots don't buy you cars. They don't pay the mortgage. They don't pay the water bill, and they don't pay the light. You know, I hate to sound like I'm on a soapbox, you know, but I have to preach what I practice, you know, and that is what I practice. You know, trading is not a glorious art. It's not all those things you see on social media. I'm sorry. You know, if you listen to Mike, he's living the same life as the rest of us, as a regular trader. You know, he pulls that trader. He's got stuff to do around the house. You know, he's not out there going and buying yachts and Lambos and stuff. You know, he probably has moments that he could. He probably has those opportunities. He absolutely could go walk into a dealership and do that. But he's just like the rest of us. You know, he maintains the working stiff mentality because that's what gives you the longevity. You know, he doesn't think about it. And, you know, he probably didn't think about it. And then at one point, he became that wealthy. And all of a sudden, you know, money became the secondary problem. Then he started to be able to trade the way he wanted. And that's really what you got to focus on. Glorious, huh? It is glorious. It is glorious, you know. And that's one reason why, you know, I myself, you know, have done that. You guys have seen me evolve as a trader. You know, I hope that some of you all that have been sitting with me for almost a year. I've been with you guys for 10 months now. I'm 2 months away from my 1 year anniversary. Yes. Yes. What an exciting milestone for me. You know, I will say that. That was a very cool milestone for me to transition from just, you know, coaching traders, encouraging them to use my affiliate code and, you know, growing a community, then to becoming, you know, an ambassador for Blue Sky. And then to be able to trade with you all, learn from you all, learn from the other coaches, and then, you know, still grow as a trader. You know, it's been a very cool process. You know, you guys, I hope you guys are doing the same. I've seen some of you guys' names here with me for the year. I hope you guys have realized some of your own personal growth as well. No, I love you, Nacho. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Who's ready for the weekend? I'm ready for the weekend. This is starting to look a little weak to me here, but I want us to hold this London high. You reached up above it now. Although, you know, we get a close below my sell the reversal spot on my Camarilla levels that we called out. That's at 488. Really, really important part. We do not want to lose that. Otherwise, the Bears will take control of this thing. Looks like ES is starting to dip itself coming into the close of the London. About a minute away from it now. Well, less than a minute, 10 seconds to be exact. I can't use a 50K. You can't use a 50K? Bruh. I trade 25Ks. I trade 25Ks. Why do you think I tell you all that? Why do you all think I tell you a 25K? I'm not telling you. I'm one of the few guys that will tell you to take a 25K. And in all honesty, I believe in the 25K. I sincerely feel within myself, if you can't pass and make money in a 25K, what are you doing in a bigger account? That's just the way I think. That's just me. It's easier to pass. It's cheaper. It costs you less money. It's easier to pass. It's easier to get paid. Why would you not start there? It's the easiest one. I think it's where you should be. Well, think of it like this. If you can learn good risk if you can pass a 25K, why couldn't you pass a 50, 100? I can pass any account size. I shit you not. I can pass any account size. They don't phase me. I just want it to be easy and fast. I want to make the most amount of money with the least amount of effort. That is my core belief in life. That is how I base everything I do. I want to make the most amount of money with the least amount of effort. That is how I start every single thing I do. And that right there leads me into the 25K, because I'm like, well, the 25K is easy. I can stack them, I can grow them. Like we said, $200 a day is not going to make you rich, right? We all know that. It's not going to lead to some path of wealth and grandeur and Lambos and yachts. We can all agree on that. Nobody can say that I'm a liar when I say that. It's factual. You're not going to become anybody with $200 a day. But if you can multiply that by 5 or 10 or 20, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Going for the big shot is awesome, but you got to have the money for that, right? And then you're subjecting yourself to all kinds of other risk, right? How many trades is it going to take you? Okay, you want to make $1,000 a day. Well, how big of a sizing are you taking for that? What are you doing to create that for you in a safe manner without subjecting yourself to where you're going to blow your accounts, right? So then if that's the case, then you need to create a plan on that. You got to be taking 5 to 6 MNQ cons per trade. So that now you're making about $75 to about $125 a trade, maybe, right? Maybe you can get that 150 mark. Because now your goal is that, in 3 to 5 trades, you got to make 1K, right? You got to make 1K in 3 to 5 trades, technically. Realistically, with the reasonable amount of trades, because we all know as traders, you can't take 20 to 30 or to 40 trades in a day. That's too much. That's too much risk. You're screwing up. It's too many trades. You really need to be trading. The sweet spot in trading needs to be about what? About 3 to about probably 8 to the most, right? 3 to 8 trades the most in a day. You should not be trading more than that. It's way, way, way too much risk, because you got to think of the risk every time you step into the market. Every time you take a trade, there's a risk to lose money. And the more times you do that, the risk of losing money, what does it do? Every time you enter in the market, that risk of losing money goes up. And the more times you do it, that risk goes up exponentially. The math is sound. So you got to then flip over to what size do you need to be taking? Do you need to be taking that 4? Do you need to be at 5? Should you be now more so scaling into the position? Because the problem with it is that if you take a standard lot size of 3 and then you think, well, I'm going to scale into it, I'm going to be safe and I'm going to scale into it, you'll still end up at your original profit target, the original profit you were getting. So you'll end up with that $25 to $50 profit per trade, and then you still won't make that $1,000. So you got to create your own strategy of how you plan to create $1,000 a day. So unless you're creating some kind of plan going into your trade, and a lot of you guys might be struggling with your trading because you don't know where the entry is, but let me ask you this first. Before you have even thought about that, have you thought about what it takes to create what you're looking for the day? Do you have a trade agenda that you follow throughout the day that leads you to that $1,000? Because the only reason I ask that is because, a lot of times we step into just a trade, we find the level, right? But do you have already the trade plan required for the midday throughout the day. So, just food for thought, not necessarily pointing out anybody or mentioning anyone or anybody even asked it. But I want to challenge you guys yourself as traders that if you guys are here trading every day, do you already have a plan on what you plan to do for the day? How many trades you plan to take and what that lot size should be? My plan is working in $200 per day, then sync that trade across 4 accounts and the book map. Fantastic. Fantastic, Ricky. Fantastic. So then you already have your agenda. You like the $200 a day plan. You want 4 accounts trading at that so that you can get to roughly an $800 range, give or take a few dollars. And that's a sound plan. Now, what you need to do is you need to build a consistency plan, right? What is your hard stop for the day? You need to factor in your hard stop for the day so that you can follow that game plan to create opportunity for yourself continually, day in, day out. Because you may have a red day. I'm not going to jinx it and say you are, but there's a high probability that you will. Now, what do you do and what is your course of action when that red day comes? Do you process that trade, understand it, and move on with your day and respect the hard limit for the day? Or do you break your rules and subject yourself to whatever outcome comes from that? A lot. So I used to blow accounts sometimes. All right, Woodward, good point out right there. My plan is $1,000 a day. It's a lot, so I used to blow accounts sometimes. Oh, okay. So then what you need to do is this then, Woodward. As you're growing your accounts, what are you doing to your accounts? Are you creating some kind of safety net for your accounts? Like me, I trade multiple accounts. I'm stacked in, a handful of accounts throughout the day. But all my accounts all have set hard limits within Trade of 8 for the max loss and max profit for the day. Every single one of my accounts has a hard stop set in Trade of 8. Do all of you all understand that? There is no give or take. There is no, I'm going to go in and log into my Trade of 8 and I'm going to move that hard limit for the day. No, it's a non-negotiable, family. If you guys are watching, there is a non-negotiable on every single one of my accounts that I have right now. And that's $600 a day. I will not lose more than $600 a day in any account, regardless of how much it's made. I don't care if it's 2 months from now, it will be $600 a day. Because to me, $600 a day, I can make up. There's plenty of room in them. I can come back, grow the account again, make up for that loss. No heartfelt or anything. Now, the cool thing is that I'm managing those accounts throughout the days. Some days I'll step in, I'll make up, and I'll make up that loss. But that's where you have to, even if it's an eval, no. Evals, my rule on evals is I let them go. I just let evals go on their own and just trade them. And, it depends on how I'm trading them. If I'm manually trading them, no, I'll still respect my hard stop for the day. Because, I have rules and they're there for a reason. They allowed me to be the trader I am. And I have to be who I am. I cannot be someone else. If I'm not who, I have to be the trader I'm presenting to you guys. Who you see trading on the charts, you guys have heard me struggle. You guys have heard me had hard days, right? But more often than not, you don't very often hear me blow accounts, right? Like a lot of times you guys have to have realized that if you guys have been with me through a year, very rarely do you all hear me blow accounts, right? You hardly ever hear me blow accounts. Why? You hear coffee spills. Yeah, and you know what? You hear me get mad. You know what? I'm entitled to being frustrated and upset that it didn't work. That is completely fine. What is not okay is me losing my shit and starting to break stuff and acting like an idiot. I don't need to act like a moron, because if I act like a moron, the market is going to treat me like a moron. The market is going to take full advantage of me and disrespect me as a trader, and exactly, it will bend me over. And I can't do that. I'm better than that. I'm a better trader than that. Because you know what? I've been doing this a long time and I don't want to give up what I've done. And least of all, do I want to show you guys I'm not a loser. I'm not a loser. I can lose money on a trade, but I'm not a loser. I promise you that. I'm not a loser. I'm a winner, and I'm not going to do that to myself. And doing that means I am a loser, at least to me. You know, I have to have some self-respect for myself. And if I don't, that's how I feel. It's a tough pill to swallow. It's a tough pill to swallow, but you have to do that. Sometimes you have to swallow your pride and you have to just be like, you know who really, really did that for me? Coach Becky. Coach Becky did that for me, because you know what? When she says you got to be okay with your pieces, that's what it really turned out to be for me. Those pieces turned out to be, I needed to be okay with the losses and just be okay with it. Yes, I do copy trade. I do copy trade. Well, my manual trades, I take per account. My algorithmic trades are all across every account I trade. So they'll trade across every single account I have. You know, I've heard that about the copy trader. You know, that's just the unfortunate thing about these tools is, you know, is they have their own issues. You know, they can be problematic at times. They can the slippage and stuff like that. You know, that can happen. But you know, unfortunately with the algos, they can do that as well. You can run into situations that the algos will take a trade and they'll miss the take profit or the stop limit, stuff like that. And you're just kind of hosed. You know, I had a friend of mine like 2 days ago, he blew 3 or 4 PAs. But then the other question becomes, where's your hard stop on Trade Evade? Why are you allowing all these automated tools to trade for you without you putting in any back end hard stops? I mean, I get it. If that possibility is not there and you do not have the capability of it, well, fine then. Totally fine on that. I totally understand that. You're making a conscious decision. But if not, why? I mean, my algos are trading 6 PAs for me, and I'm sorry, I have hard stops. I have hard take profits because I have consistency rules on some accounts. So I have 2 sets of rules I have to follow. But see, you know, I'm fine with setting my rules. I'm fine with setting my rules, and just that's just the way it is, though. You know, with automated trading strategies, you have to let them do what they're supposed to do, because if you don't, you'll never benefit, and that's the point. They're doing what you can't and won't do. They're allowing the winners to win and cutting the losers that lose. And sometimes, you know, we as traders, we can't do that. We can't be wrong. We have to be right. We have to be X, Y, and Z. And that can be the difficult part for you guys as traders. January, February, and early March, I killed it in copy trading. Took out close to 10K every week across 3 accounts. After March 10th, I was wrecking, resetting 5 accounts at a time. You know, really, you got to look at what you did, Ja. You know, what was happening to you? You know, what was different? You know, the market obviously is different, but what of you has changed along with it that you're not allowing yourself to do? Hard stops are in place, but still lose daily. My suggestion then, Ricky, is if you're losing daily, is to scale out of your accounts. That's one reason why I don't copy trade all my accounts. I let the algos trade all my accounts, and then I manually trade individual accounts because I don't want to wreck more than one account. I'm fine with the loss I take in the day. All my accounts are all still green. All my accounts are all still green for the week. I mean, it's tit for tat. What do I want? I can't have my cake and eat it too, and I'm okay with that. That has been where I've gotten now. Now I'm okay with that. Now I'm like, meh, I'm okay with it. I still got an account that's up. I still got all my PAs are all green. So what am I really complaining about? Trading isn't going to be perfect, and you're not going to win every single day. And you have to be okay with that. You just have to realize that on your days that you're losing, that you have to have that hard stop. Start looking at your trade journaling. Ricky, if you're struggling and stuff like that, you need to find a mean average for yourself. Grab your trade performance, drop it in ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT, hey, look at my trades. What am I doing wrong? What can you analyze off of the trades I'm taking? What do you see that can help me improve on my trading? There's a lot of free tools. Hey, good morning to you, Tiffany. Checking in for my daily dose of therapy. Well, that's the midday therapy show, But really it is. You guys are looking for trades right now in the midday session. We usually consolidate, but what do we normally do? We start talking about our trades. This is really the best time to review our trade performance for the day. How did we do in the morning session? Price action is still happening. We're still looking at the chart, but it doesn't mean that we can go back, review where we took our entries, how we could improve, because you know what? There's a new New York session opening happening just tomorrow morning. I don't know if you guys realize that or not, but there is a brand new New York session opening that's going to happen bright and early tomorrow morning. And you know what? There is a seat right up front and center for you guys to sit in. So, it's a perfect opportunity to go back, review those trades. How could you have improved? Maybe you're trying to trade those trades with Mike in the morning. What could you have improved to tell that trade? Because you shouldn't be taking it right off the go. You should be kind of processing it. I mean, really, I say it all the time. You shouldn't be taking Mike's trades. You really should be documenting and learning how he finds his levels. Heck, I had a trader that DM'd me this morning before market opening. You know what? He did tell me that. I've got a fellow community member that told me he knows how Mike found that level. And he was all excited about it. He was riding a short. And I was like, hey, congratulations. Someone that's doing it the way they're supposed to be doing it. Because you know what? That's what it is. You look at Mike's edge, you analyze it. How can you kind of find it? How can you hack Mike's edge to be your own edge? You've been having some interesting conversations with Grok about a week. I've been sleeping on AI. AI is a beautiful tool. If you're looking for the answers, AI is the answer for you. I promise you. Just take a screenshot of your trades. Take a screenshot of your trade history in your portal, drop it into AI. Ask it, AI, what am I doing that's jacked up? What am I doing that's so messed up? Hey, I lost $1,000, AI. What can I do? What did I do? What did I do right? And where did I go so wrong? And it's going to turn around and it's going to break it all down for you. It's so crazy. It's going to look at the time you entered, the time you exited. It's going to tell you a timetable. It is crazy. AI is basically telling me, like, I get that. I do that with my algo trading. So I basically will get it. It will go into my trade and it will break down and analyze every single thing that's wrong with my algo. And then it'll tell me how to fine tune it. And then it'll give me a breakdown plan of how to implement it step by step, week by week, and tell me then, hey, Riz, this is how you're going to analyze it. And we're going to track this by implementing a week by week phase. And once you do this cap, you are going to start to realize these implementations and how they are going to positively affect your trade strategy. I'm going to drop one of those examples for you in chat. Right there, right out the go, the algo told me you need to stop with $150 stop. End of story. It is the easiest way to break what is happening in your current trade strategy. And you will experience an immediate improvement of stopping a negative $700 loss. Imagine that. It's just like that. Week 2, implement position sizing increase. You could expect an additional $600 improvement. It's not rocket science, ladies and gentlemen. One of our traders they're not here today. They're not here today. I don't see them here. One of our traders asked me about that just like a couple of days ago. They were like, hey, Riz, I want to make an indicator, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't know how to code. How do you do it? I said, you know what? I don't know how to code either. I don't know how to code. In all honesty, I'm a network engineer. I can build networks. I can secure networks. I know routing and switching. I can deploy servers. I can work on back-end circuits. I know how to analyze internet traffic. I can do all that kinds of stuff. I can work for an internet service provider, basically. But I'm not a programmer. It is the one skill that I lack. Yes, tell Grok the BluSky account you have, and it will break down a trade plan. Yeah. You know what, Tiffany? You can one-up it better than that. You can actually open it up. You can paste in your account details. So you could go to the BluSky portal, right? You could go to BluSky.pro and look up one of our great accounts and copy and paste that right into your AI. So you could literally go there, say, hey, you know what? I want to look at one of the challenges. I want to look at a 25K challenge. You just go ahead and select your screenshot, drop that in, and then all you're going to do is go to Gemini. I'm not sure if I'm logged in or not. Oh, yeah. Fantastic. You know what? We can do that for you guys here. Look, I'm just gonna paste it in. There it is right there. What account are we doing? I want to pass this account in 3 days. Can you create a trade plan for me? That's all you do. It's literally that simple. It is wild. It is absolutely wild. So it's going to formulate the plan for you, right? It's creating the game plan for you. And you can do this at any time. See, knows me. See, AI knows me because I talk to it all the time. What's up, Rizzy? Let's break down the math and build a solid plan for this evaluation. Knocking out 6K of profit with a $2,500 drawdown in just 3 days is an aggressive sprint. You are looking at needing a 240% return on your allowed drawdown risk. It's entirely possible, especially when you catch a clean trend on NASDAQ or your preferred crypto setup, but margin for error is razor thin. So, from here, it's going to tell me everything I know. See, there's my risk per trade. Max risk per trade is 300 to 400 per trade. This allows you 3 to 4 trades to find your footing each day, right? Maximum drawdown, maximum daily loss, daily hard stop is $800. See, this thing knows me. Okay, so all right, so now let's try 5 days, and you can talk to it naturally. I even know guys. I've seen guys that they just use the voice to text. You can do this by voice to text and tell it exactly what you want. So now the 5-day pay strategy. See, so now we're looking at it. To hit $1,200 a day, risking 250, you need a 5R total for the day. So because your risk is smaller, your position sizing will be smaller. So you're looking for 2 solid $600 winners. That's a 1 to 2.5 risk to reward. Since you have 5 days, if you make $600 in the morning, you don't have to force a second trade in the afternoon. You can take the base hit and slightly increase your target for the next 4 days. So it even gives you a totally different setup, and remember, this is essential. Like I said earlier, some of you guys are asking for targets for the day. And really, if you guys are asking for targets for the day, I'm concerned if you have a risk to reward for the day. And if you don't, then I think you need to start there before you start looking for targets for the day. Because in all honesty, if you have your risk to reward figured out, then your targets and what you should be taking for the day should be easier, because you're creating this plan for yourself. I want you to fish. I want you to fish with me. If you show up to Rizzy's stream, I want you guys to hang out and trade with me. I don't want traders to come and look for an entry. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I want you guys to take your own trades. I don't want you taking my trades, because you know what? I'm not Warren Beatty. I'm not perfect. I lose money, and I can't promise that my trade is going to be perfect. But you know what? I can guarantee that if you start trading for yourself, you will be better than me. You'll be a better trader than I. And that's what I want. I don't want you to be as good as me. I want you to be better than me, if that's what you think. I want you to be your own best trader. I want you to come back and say, hey, you know what, Riz? I took your advice. I did this, this, and this. And you know what? It fucking worked. And that's what I want to hear. That's what makes me feel good. That's what means I'm doing what I'm supposed. I'm showing up to work, and I'm showing traders how to trade. I'm not showing them signals to take a trade off of me. I want you guys to learn. I want you guys to come back to me and message me and say, you know what, Riz, I learned this is working, and this is how I found my edge. But yeah, get in there with AI, start learning the tool. Look, you guys want to learn? Okay. Let's build an indicator, right? Let's take the next step. Let's build an indicator with that max loss for the day. Let's build a strategy. Profit. What indicators would offer the best chance of success for our trade plan? So now we're taking the next step. We're taking the structure of what this account is, right? What is this account? And now we're going to build an indicator off of it. So, like you guys that are trying to figure out how to get started with the algos, This is exactly how you do it. This is how you begin building your own indicators, your own strategies. Now it's breaking it down, saying exactly, see, this is how exactly how you have to think about it, right? And it's already telling me, well, what you guys have seen me building my stuff off of. Okay. So it's telling me that we should be using Renkos. We need to filter multi time frames. Okay. We need a dashboard for that. We want to use VWAP, which we like using VWAP. And now we just need to execute it. Since this strategy relies heavily on filtering out noise and alignment, are you thinking about hard coding rules into a Pine script to have an automated? Yes. Let's hard code those rules into a Pine script so we can forward test. So now we're taking the set, now we're telling AI, we're telling it, yes, it is now inquisitive enough. This is how you build it. This is exactly how you build your strategies. If you guys are buying indicators, stop wasting your money. Stop wasting your money. Stop paying for those subscriptions. Stop buying them because you can make them. You can make them all yourselves. You can get with AI because ultimately, you know what? Somebody is selling that. Why are they selling it? Are they selling it because, that is their source of revenue? You know, all the successful guys that are out there in the trading sphere that are trading for themselves, making tons and tons of money, they're not giving anybody their signals. They're not giving them their indicators. They're not any of those things. So the big problem becomes, so we need to figure out. So, you'll want to build out those strategies, hard code them in, and then you can implement them. Sorry, I just got a message. Well, I'm taking a long time on this one. Market is making a nice move to the upside. We still try to refresh it. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys have any questions about building indicators, strategies, stuff like that, feel free to ask. Let me know. I'd love to answer any of those questions however I can. All right, let's go back and check that indicator. Still no, huh? Okay, well, okay, let's try it again. Something went wrong. Try again. Let's see if it does it now. Should work now. Probably just a little hiccup. Okay, and there's a script right there. Let's build it. See? And there's the code right there. So all you got to do is just grab that. It'll tell you everything you need to do, and you can start trading it just like that. Did we lose you? No, I'm still here. I'm still here. I was just waiting for the code just to drop. And just like that. Yeah, so if you guys are ever interested, what's up, Tip? My plan sucks. Where's full port Monday? Well, it's not Monday yet, bro. It's not Monday yet. I'll be on AI chat all day. Team no sleep. I know. You know the AI. I'm. I love them. I think they're so cool. You know. I use AI for everything. Don't blame me, man. I like using AI. Hmm. I'm late to the game. Hubby uses it a lot. I kind of just ignored it. Then he told me some stuff it did, and I'm like, what? Yeah, yeah. You know, you can do all kinds of stuff with it. I mean, you could even technically say, can you can you word test this strategy and adjust as needed and report the results in 1 week? See, this is what I do with my open clause. See, with my open claw algos, my agents, I can do this. I can task them with it. So like with my actual AI OpenClaw agents, they will forward test this and they'll give me the results of it. So I can actually talk to them and be like, I want you to do X, Y, and Z. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to New York Lunch. We're like 10 minutes into it. I just been blabbing and blabbing. Will there ever be a pullback? Yes, yes, I can guarantee you, Prawn, there will be a pullback. The market will pull back. You just finished coding another script, Tip. Nice. Dang, Tip, you're saying that my plan sucked? We should just full port it? Well, you know. I mean, we're just slowly grinding to the upside now. Aggressive plan. Full port is aggressive. You're the one that said it. I'm not the one that said it. I'm just sitting here shotgun, man. I mean, we're above this mark. I mean, we called it on the morning show that it was going to be aggressive like this. So, yeah, no, it is what it is. Ah, perfect. Oh, what's up, Affluent? Good to see you. Trading safe. Yeah, we got a couple of scalps. I got stopped out on my position when which I'm not too happy about. But we're doing, my friend. We're doing. Rough start for me, but green stomped out. Yeah, algos didn't do too great for me today. They're down like $200 across almost all my accounts except for one. One I got up. One of them is actually up $100. So that's about all I did. And then my new BluSky Propel plan, I'm up pretty good on that right now. A week here. Once you and everyone else decides they should just follow the trend, whack. Yep, pretty much. That's what it is. Everybody's just going to follow the trend and then whack. Uh-oh. Israel and Lebanon agree on a 10-day ceasefire. Oh, I love that one. I got a better one though. I actually made one of those. Let me see if I can find it. I used to use this one all the time in my old in our old Discord. Where is it? That was a 1000%er. I'm telling you, I was going for those, man. All right, so now we got the news of the ceasefire. So, will we sell? Could get a pretty decent sell on this. It is looking a little selly. I mean, they could bring us back into that box, right? That would be seven. I'm looking at ES. God darn it. Why am I looking at ES? Not looking at NAS. Nope. Doesn't look like they're gonna let it back. Dump it. I mean, maybe. NBA is trying to get a deal done with the bidding markets. Wow. That's wow. That's wow. Oh, starting to get slow now. Mm-mm-mm. Well, there's that sell finally kicking in. I kind of figured we would kind of sell. You want more? Well, now we got the news. So that was kind of what I was thinking. We get the news and we'd start kind of selling out off of that. At least that's what I was hoping for. Damn, all of y'all want more. I just don't know if they'll give us that much more. Could that be the top of the 1 hour candle? I mean, the EMAs are rolled over. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. That's what I would tell my. That's what I tell my dad. Well, that's too damn bad. What's up, Justin? Welcome to the stage. Good to see you, my friend.
What's up, Riz? How you doing today?
I'm doing all right. Doing all right.
Don't you love this all-time high grind up?
I do. I do. So exciting. Like he said yesterday, it's like you just take a long and hold on.
Pretty much. It's this kind of price action's a little rough for me because I like to use historical price action from longer time frames. So up here, there's not much I can do besides find some decent levels of support and just go long every time it touches it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of strategies that don't really give you much for all-time highs. This is where you start using the math, it really helps, like standard deviations, fibs, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you hit any plays today?
Yeah, I'm up 119 and one in the stream account. So I'm up 119
Okay,
in
nice.
this. I'm up 100 and let's see, $103 in another account. And then I've got one, two, three. I got 4 accounts that are down like $400 total, but
Okay,
not a big deal. It's taking my time. I'll get to them one at a time.
there you go. Yeah, at this point, I'm kind of looking for like a 480 to 500 retest. Other than that, I don't see too much.
Yeah, it looks like the retail investors are going to push us a little lower. We're coming up to the 26 though. We normally bounce off that. So I'm a little interested to see what we do here. If we slice through it and then start making our way to the London high. Got the London high at 488 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had a pretty cool little session just a little while ago. I was breaking down how our traders actually can drop in our eval plans. I got a nice little screenshot of one of our plans right there. I was telling the guys that, if they get those, they can actually drop those in chat and it can break down and create a trade strategy for them. Pretty neat, right?
Oh, that is cool. Wild what you
You
can do
know,
with just a picture nowadays.
it's so easy. The tools have gotten so good. Somebody was talking about that on a podcast I was watching. They were saying, how like institutions have these, crazy tools now, and now traders have those same tools. And I was like, you know what, you're right. Traders do have some incredible tools at their disposal now, versus what they had before.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, this reminds me of the last time we were kind of at all-time highs. You grind up for an hour and then you get, one candle that wipes out the last half hour, then kind of grinds up
Mm-hmm.
again. Just got to be very patient, guys. Blasky wants down, it looks like.
Lasky always wants down.
That was a pretty nasty sell-off in the first half hour or so.
Yeah.
Then Bull said, "Nope, we're not done yet."
No, about where I thought we would bounce. I'm gonna attempt that long.
Not a bad idea. Fluent mind. I'm digging that play.
Just playing small now. Nice. Okay, we're in.
Trying to look through the news right now, seeing if there's anything going on. Doesn't really look like it.
I took that,
It's like they might want to drip down to that 500 level,
I think so too.
or at least 505 to 500 maybe. I want to place a small order at 500. Nothing big, just because we're price is so slow.
Mm-hmm.
If we break under 480, I'll cut it. 480 is probably a better entry, but well, I'm gonna front run it a little bit just because all-time high trading, baby. Then I do see some 4-hour levels around 450. So that's pretty much all I'm watching. Yeah, there's that 508 somebody mentioned, Jaja mentioned.
Whew.
Well, that was quick. I'm in.
Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah, that was so I was just it heard me say how slow it was, and then it said I'm just gonna drop 20 points for you real quick.
Yeah, I was like, no, we can go. We can go.
We'll see if the front run was the right idea. Quick 5 points, see if she can actually push.
Yeah, now look, it's gonna go for it.
I mean, all you can really do with this kind of PA is just find levels of support and hop in and potentially be willing to average down. It's tough. It's tough when the price action's like this at all time highs. You're not. I don't think you're going to bottom tick entries like when you're range bound and things like that.
Mm-mm. That'll be too hard.
Hmm.
Now, will we break this?
Yeah, I think if we do end up breaking that 480 level, I do think it'll be a quick slide down. So we'll see. Worth the risk.
Yeah, we're at the sell the reversal spot now. So you get a little bit of a pullback. Maybe we can get back up to like 518. Maybe I'll try the short.
Oh, well, there's 480 real quick. All right, well, that was worth a shot. Curious if this holds or not. It could get kind of bloody if this falls.
Yeah, it could.
Yep,
Could get
there.
real
Oh, there
nasty.
it goes.
Oh, there it is.
Yep, that was damn fast after that 40 break. Wow, instant 40 points.
Yeah, fried. Wow. Why people are determined to long at the top of the range and short at the bottom, I never understand. Feed me. Feed me, Seymour. Well, no, we're not kidding you. Well, I'm trying to see if there's a headline because I haven't heard anything yet. I'm all on X right now.
Jaja, it's always when you walk away. You can sit here for hours, but it's the second you leave your chair, there's a massive move.
Yeah, you got Steved.
Well, that's a lesson to always have a stop loss where you say you're going to put it, guys, because that could have ended up badly for me if I didn't cut.
They're saying it's going to take 6 months to reach a deal.
Is that what just came out?
Yep.
Oh, nice. Gotta love news as soon as you get into play.
Yep.
Watch this wick right back up now. Six months to make a deal. Wow, that timeline just keeps changing, huh?
Yeah. Well, we knew it was going to be a long time. We just didn't know like how long it's going to be.
Absolutely. They're
I
just
mean,
trying to
they
make it
didn't
sound as
fool
good as
us.
they could.
Hopium, bro. Hopium.
Exactly.
And look at that bounce.
Yep.
Sheesh.
6 months and then they will break it in three. Yeah, right. Exactly. There's that FU candle, guys.
Yep. There's that FU candle.
This pumps back over 500. I'll be a little salty, not gonna lie.
Yes, already is trying for it.
Where'd you see that news on Twitter?
No, I just heard it through my news feed on
Okay.
Financial Juice.
Okay, I'm looking at financial juice. I don't see it yet. Damn. Ah, never mind. There it is. Yep. Gulf and European officials see us needing 6 months for deal.
Hey, I'm
Watch now.
fast.
Trump's gonna go live. Watch.
So we got a deal last week.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, what are you talking about? Look at that. Right back over 480. If this 480 holds, we'll probably continue upwards. We'll see. Classic candle. Steve Bots had told you. Oh, look at that. Right back to my entry. Love it. That is the fun part of trading sometimes, guys.
Tell you the market, man.
You know,
Steve's
it's funny.
bot
I
said
have a
told
few
you.
trading. I have a few trading buddies that just don't trade all-time highs. They literally set an alert on their charts to go back into some kind of range and then just don't touch it until then.
It's a difficult
So that's
range, you know? And you almost have to just kind of just take it and hold it, you know? Let it do it.
Mhm.
I mean, until the trend breaks, we're still long, you know? That's just the
Yeah.
bad part about the market.
Well, and it's you kind of have to you have to adapt on the fly because you know prices change, price discovery basically. You know, it's just somewhere we haven't been before.
Mhm.
If we can get past this 508 to 515 area, I think longs will do nicely.
Yep. Looks like the bullishness is back.
Yep, Steve Bot got me too, Jaja. It's fine. It is what it is. I just gotta live with it.
Yeah, he's struggling. Looks like ES doesn't want to get over that 7,076 mark. I just got booted down from the stage. Why did I get? Am I on the stage still?
Yeah. Yeah, you're still up.
That
Your
is
chart's still up.
so weird. Like on the side, it looks like I'm not up there anymore. So that's why I was like, am I still up? And I didn't hear you. And I was like, it got quiet.
Oh,
I'm glad I
weird.
didn't say anything
No,
else. No.
no, you're still up on mine.
I was like, oh man, did I just get booted from the stage? Uh-oh, what'd I do? Man, I want to short this again, man. I want to short this show so bad.
Well, we know if it breaks that 475, 480 level, it's gonna drop quickly.
Yeah, but yes is still holding. You shorted the 35W stop limit. Forex factory, fake news, fake deals, fake pumps. Welcome. Welcome to the new world, right?
Smaller time frames do look like it kind of wants to break this neckline we're talking about, but longer time frames are holding. Tough area. Shorted at the 34. Stop loss break even. Okay, yeah, that's kind of the breakout level I was looking at. Definitely a mixed bag though. I agree. We could just chop around this area for a bit, especially 500 psych level. I do think if this hourly candle after lunch hour closes over 480, we should see more upside. You guys hear that?
What's
Means
that?
buckle up. Steve's bot said erratic movement predicted. Rebalancing complete.
I don't have the sounds turned on, so I didn't hear it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because otherwise, then the folks on stream will hear it as well.
Oh, true. Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
man! What a slow afternoon, man.
Yeah, I mean, bulls are trying to hold, but I mean, we're pretty tight right now. It's like 510, 515 down to 480 areas, kind of
Mm-hmm.
very choppy. Wow, look at that wick we just created on the 30-minute, the 1 hour. Pretty nasty.
Oh man. Oh man. Stop for 4 points. It's midday now, man. You know, they didn't even sell the news, you know?
Yeah, no kidding. Very tempted to go long again on a pullback, but I just don't want to get stuck in this.
Ugly 1 hour candle. You're right.
Oh yeah, it's gross. But I think if we close above that, London high, we should get continuation.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna hold to the upside, you know. We still got 11 minutes till the end of the New York lunch.
Yep, definitely part of business overhead and trading. That's a great way to think about it. Losses are going to happen.
Yeah, unfortunately so. It does happen.
Comments on Forex Factor if they're is everybody just complaining? Fake news. Or I was long and I got stopped out. A lot of F bombs, yeah. I can only imagine how many people got stopped out of longs on that, including myself. Just to watch it go where you wanted to.
I can only imagine all the folks over there all freaking out. Like, what?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's got to be like stock twits. Stock twits is the same thing, man. People over there just get all crazy, bent out of shape. All the
No,
gurus over there.
I used to follow that when I first started trading, and it is interesting. I'll leave it at
It's a
that.
shit show, man.
Yeah, literally. It's just people complaining nonstop. Oh, couldn't break that 515. Right back to 500. Fun stuff, guys. Fun stuff. This 500 level is just a magnet right now. Pick a side so we can get a nice play. Come on.
For real. Do it.
And right back to 480. Okay. Come on. Pick a side. Pretty nasty range they got us in right now, guys.
Well, it looks like the sellers want to get it. Can the Bears take it though?
Yep, exactly. Bulls have been holding on so far. I feel at this point it's just waiting for a break.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like the volume is on the bear side. Big question is, are the Bulls going to hold? And so far, they're doing a good job.
Trying. Bears can do it.
Yep. Yeah, they're not ready to give up yet. It's kind of surprising,
No, they're
honestly.
not. Sheesh. I mean, I got sell signals on ES as well. But
Yeah, it's just hard. It's hard to trust sell signals when the Bulls just won't give up. Got the hourly close in 3 minutes. Until I see a strong push past 500, I'm not really trusting anything. Made another $20. Pay. There you go. Hey, $20 is $20.
Made another $20 for lunch. All right, cool deal. Affluent, nice.
I'm curious if that was the Bulls' last little try. Bears just slammed it down again. Could not break 500 again. At this point, I'd be surprised if we don't see a pullback. Fancy lunch Chipotle burrito worthy? Yeah, right. There you go. Can even get the steak burrito. All right, we got 1 minute till this hourly close. I'm very curious what's going to happen. Longhorn steak burger and dessert. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
That
there's this
sounds
place
very good
down
right about
here.
now.
Yeah, there's a place called Longhorn Cafe here in town, and oh my god, it is so good. Their
I bet you
burgers,
have
their
I bet you have a million Longhorn somethings in down over there in Texas.
yeah, probably so. Yeah, their burgers and their chicken fried steak is just delicious. I
All
am
right, there's
hungry,
that
bro.
480 break. 480 break right before the hourly close. Interesting. They're gonna close us right at the London high. It looks like. Okay, there's the hourly close. I guess we go for a little bit further down with that close.
It looks like it. I mean, all the other
But
tables are still long, though.
yeah, exactly. And this is right where we got that news bought up. So I'm kind of curious if the Bears can actually slam it down or not, or if it's just gonna, get 15 points. Oh, yeah, get bought up pretty quickly. There we go.
Yeah.
We're kind of waiting to see what's happening right now. We're stuck in a very tight range, and both sides are just getting kind of smacked around. There's no real follow through. We're kind of just ping ponging between smaller support levels. If I had to pick one, I'd say we're going to drop down to 450, but I'm not really too convinced yet. Okay, let's see if they can do it this time, or if we're just going to keep getting bought up at 470-ish. All right, let's see if it goes. Oh, there's a little drop. There you go. I'm calling 5-point moves big right now because it's so slow. Kind of wild.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, Riz, I do have to hop on a phone call. Just figured I'd pop in, try to try to help you kill the boredom in here.
Oh, it's all good. Hey, you know what? We got a couple of trades in. I'm in a short right
Yep.
now. Hopefully I don't get stopped out. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
definitely.
I'm looking for that 450 area. That's what I'm really looking for, and then that's where we'll really see what's gonna happen. But good luck, brother. I'll catch you tomorrow.
You got it, Justin. You have a great day. Good luck in the meetings. Oh man, what a move. What a move, team, right? Trying to push us down into orb high. Orb high sitting at 26, 454. Took a few points on that. Got myself green again. Waiting for this thing to see what it's gonna do. No continuation, like we said, A lot of talk, not a lot of action here in the midday session. The way this market has been moving, you'd think the Fed had said zero interest rates are back, right? No kidding. Went right back to the 15-minute support. All right, let's see what the bulls do here. Let's see how much they pull it. ES is still creeping lower. ES is not moving up. So I think the downside play is still in play. I'd like a little bit more of a pullback so I can take another short on this. Oh man, shorts are in effect, ladies and gentlemen. Shorts are in effect. Looks like that bullish trend is definitely over with for now. Let's just see how long the downtrend lasts. I'm pretty sure it's probably that negative news about the war, 6 months? Cheese and rice. We don't have anything to offset oil prices for 6 months. You know that? Can you guys imagine how expensive fuel prices could get at 6 months? Oh my God. It'd be crazy. There goes the market really selling now. Jeez. There's that breakout mark. They're probably going to go for VWAP down below. You got VWAP sitting at 24,118 now. So if you guys are looking for a short-sided play, I would keep an eye out on that. Looks like the shorts are working now. Let's see if we get a little bit of a pullback that we can take an entry back in for a short on this guy. Yes, it's pushing significantly lower down at 7,064, aggressively selling down. I've got your next support at the daily open at 7,057 if you guys are trading to the downside. Will be like European prices. Sounds like an EV mandate. Might be. The streams are quiet today. Buying this buy back. Nice. Bulls are trying. Find some of the selling. I think price is a little bit different than what it looks like on my chart. I'm almost positive. Yeah. Bulls are trying to step in on this, trying to hold this up. Can they keep it though? And those sellers now, how much can they push this though? Can we get below the breakout level? Need us below 24, 26, 450. Thank goodness the volume has come in. Welcome back to the volume party. Whew. Bulls trying to step back in. Trying to buy this up. We're about 9 minutes out of New York lunch as well, team. All right, what are these bears going to do to us? Oh man, the Bulls are really trying to take this thing now. Trying to turn it. Come on. Come on. I know the Bears are here. Looks like the Bulls are trying to get this. They're trying. It's like, come on. Come on, Bears. Come on, Bears. It's like, come on. Come on, Bears. Oh my goodness. They don't want to do it, man. They don't want to do it. I'm looking at ES because I'm in a short on ES as well. So I'm in short on ES as well, just waiting for it. But it's not as nice as what my MNQ trade is. My MNQ trade is way better. My ES trade is a little bit in drawdown. It's okay though. It's a small size. And Q trade is working out well. You know what? Let me move that. Move it. All right, let's move it. Oh, please, God. Okay, good. I'm like, please move. I'm gonna put my take profit down to the 200, sitting at 26,449. I figure we'll get there and probably bounce maybe, and boom! Let's go, team. Let's go, team. That's how you do it. That's how you do it right there. That was a solid trade right there. Kaboom. Kapow. My granny, she got shot by a bazooka. Kaboom. Kabow. You build a little too soon. I'm just grateful that the chart let me take profit, let me move my take profit. You know, I'm just grateful the stunt gods let me get a little bit more juice out of that. You know, it's always nice when they let me squeeze a little bit more. Yes, trade is working out pretty good. Not, oh my God, look at that candle. Sayonara market. Smell you later. God, the bears just showed up. It's like a buffet for them now. Can we see that translate into ES though? Will ES give it up the way that the Qs have? I hope so. I'm still in my short. Got my entry at 7,064. So that's my entry for the short on the ES. I'm also short on crypto right now. I took a short on Solana. Oh, come on. Do it, baby. Do it. Dump it. Dump it. Do it for chat. Do it for America. Do it for tipped. I'll move my stop limit, my buy stop, just in case, because I don't trust these things. They're trying to buy it back. Oh, come on. For Christ's sake, don't stop me out. Come on. The Qs fell. Come on, yes. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I got my stop at 73.75. So I'm like literally like just a few points away. Oh my God. Please, please, bears. Please, someone call a bear. Tell them to sell. No, not again. Oh, just like that. Story of my life. Sheesh. Wow. It's that dang VWAP. It's that pesky VWAP, bro. How do they come for me like that? How do they know? How did they know the man? And now they're gonna sell it. So what's our rate at for the day? There's no they at Steve. It is Steve, man. It is not fair. Hey, look at that. We're up $200 for the day. We're a long ways away though, man. We need to clear $1,000 this week. We need to clear $1,000 this week. This is not funny. And we got one more day to do it. Oh my God, they're buying this back up. You got to be kidding me, man. Who's buying this? Who's buying this? Not you. It ain't me. I ain't buying it either. Legitimately, I am not buying this price action. It's good, but it's not great. It could be better. And right now is a great point to bring up. It is Thursday. It is Thursday. If you guys are new to the channel, new to the stream, then you should stop in this afternoon because right after market close, we've got our very own in-house trade extraordinaire, trade mentor, Coach Matt. He hosts a class here just 3 doors down right after market close. That is our trade workshop mentorship class. So if you're looking for a mentor and something that you can participate in on a weekly basis, then Blue Sky offers it here inside our Discord free every week. So after market close, follow the link in the description, stop on in, tell them Coach Riz sent you because you guys can learn some fantastic information. If you guys are struggling in the market, trying to find your edge or looking for a mentor, then he's waiting for you each and every single Thursday. Yeah, and also for our pajama traders and those traders looking for after hours, we've got Coach Breezy and Coach BluSky on each and every single night. That's right, from 6 p.m. Eastern all the way to 7 p.m. Eastern. You can catch our other evening coaches navigating gold, crude oil, and NASDAQ in the after hours. So hope to see you all there. I definitely like to jump in the after hours scene and see what Coach Breezy and BluSky are up to. I like to harass BluSky. Yeah. Granny went up to the heaven. I know, right? Kaboom. Oh man, I don't feel like it though. Bulls are trying, but man, oh man, I think they're out of time. I think the sellers have it. I think a sell cycle is in effect. I just don't know what else, what catalyst can give us an upside. And that's a problem. I'm wondering if we'll just have like a slow sell like we've had the past couple of months. If we just get that crappy sell to the downside that, we all kind of think is going to keep going up. It's going to bounce, but it doesn't. It just keeps creating lower lows and lower highs. So I'm wondering if that's what we're going to see here, and you can kind of see that happening here on this time frame right now. Like on the 2-minute, you can see the downward trend line right here. If I can get the line to draw. You just have to be careful with these because if we break it, we'll break it. What am I doing? I didn't say I wanted to place an order. Man, I tell you that thing, man. So I would just watch that. As long as we don't break that downward trend line, you should be Gucci. But the minute we break it, you better watch it because this thing's going to go. But we'll see. Dang, 179. It's not bad, but it's not good. Hasn't broken the 26,630 candle. That's the massive 15-minute candle. They're trying to force a change of character because your 5-minute is now short. They're the Bulls. Told you. They're going to try to break this downtrend. They're trying it. All right, team. Looks like those bulls stepped right back in. Man, they are buying it back in. Looks like Steve's Rankos have shot up to the upside. Oh my God. Like we pointed out, though, that trend line, could be broken at any minute and try to reclaim it. Looks like the bulls are still in effect. Not what I expected. But you know what? I did mention this could be an inside day. Sheesh. We bounced right off of where we broke out at 9 off the 200. Really interesting. Right now we're struggling with VWAP on the 32nd right now. That's what ES is struggling with. Riz, you're out. Met your goal for the day. Thanks, coach. Needed to get back to work. You got it, Ricky. You got it, Ricky. It's the midday. So if you haven't made your money yet, you're running out of time and the trading will get more difficult through the midday session. So don't forget that, guys. If you have not made your money yet, you're in the more difficult time of the day, And as we get towards power hour, we also get towards the more manipulated side of the market day. I like to call power hour the manipulated close, if you don't notice or didn't know that already. And it's specifically for that reason is that, you have repositioning at end of day. You've got institutions that can step right in and move this market wherever they need to move it. And that can leave you bag holding and throw your technicals right out the window. Make for a trading day that may have been flat and turned it into a pretty disastrous day at that, if you ask me. So, take your time, don't marry your bias, watch your sizing on your trades if you haven't made the money you were looking for the day. I'm not saying that there are not opportunities, but I would definitely size according. That's it. I'm going long every time Trump retweets a photo of himself as Jesus. Did he just post a picture of himself as Jesus again? That is hilarious. Is it a bankrupt retailer, then pivot to AI dentist? Yeah. Yeah, because the AI, the shoemaker will sell off their shoe business and then decide that they're going to go into AI. You're talking about Bird, obviously. That was a really interesting conversion, right? How did that take place? Like, what was that? Is that really what the boardroom meeting was? Like everybody's sitting there in the boardroom and like the head of the board is like, hey guys, you know what? Low key, our shoes kind of suck. Okay. I'm just gonna say it. The shoes no valen verga. We're selling the shoes and we're going to AI. Is that really what the boardroom? But look, man, we can't sell these damn shoes, so we're cutting the shoe line out and we're transitioning into AI. Is that really how that happened? That's just crazy. You got that one guy in the corner. He's got all his bird gear on. He's got his fancy brand new bird shoes on. He's got his bird polo on. He's got that sad tear coming down his eye. What? No more bird? It'd be interesting to see the board sell 30 days from now on bird. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see them do it now. Everybody's getting into AI. Well, we should get into AI. We should get into AI. Oh man, I tell you. CEO unloading 1 million shares a day, I would assume. Probably. Oh my goodness. What is going on with my chart? The chart. The chart. Oh my goodness. Come on. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's take off the URL. That was weird. I had to take off trade and I finally got to the chart. The weirdest thing ever, I swear. I still want to short this thing, I'm not convinced in the long. You guys know me. I'm never short either. But it does look like the bulls want to continue buying this thing up. Sheesh. I mean, I can't fight the trend. I would imagine so, because that's what Kodak did, right? They turned around and they went to blockchain technology. It looks like they want to grind this up and pop it, man. Look at that. We're testing the 200 on the 30-second. Oh, there it goes. And there it goes one more time again, reaching. Smoking those bears again, bro. It's insane, right, Breezy? Compressed on VWAP. 2059, good retest for longs, I assume. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it. I mean, ES is holding back up as well. It's just a time of days that's kind of got me though. You're in a YOLO 703 call. I'm not trading options right now. I'm out of the options chain right now. I'm not liking the moves. It's too tight. Like I screwed up. Like Monday was the day. Like I actually am gonna start kind of focusing on Mondays for options trades, because Mike always gets his crazy expansion on Monday. I don't need to trade options every single day. I can trade them whenever I feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Small YOLO. Well, you only live once, my friend. You only live once. I mean, if the Bears want to get in and on this action, they need to do it now. Otherwise, they're gonna lose it. I mean, they've already kind of lost control over the market already. Small YOLO, 15 of them. Estás loco? Well, I hope you make a shit ton of money off that, bro. I hope you make a shit ton of money off that. Look like General over there taking those sizes, man. That's like him, man. He loves those, man. He'll take like 20 cons. And then I'll see how much he leveraged into it, and I'll be like, God darn, he's crazy. How are you guys liking the new PDT rules? I know that they haven't rolled out on every platform, but they're starting to. Have you guys noticed anything? I haven't reviewed anything on my side. I haven't seen anything from Schwab or Webull on that. I've been wanting to do like shares, like stocks and shares with you guys, like in the midday. What do you guys think? Would you guys like that? You know, just to have a little something else to do. Oh, there it goes. There goes that sell. That's a nasty rejection right there. Should we take that short? Told you guys I wanted to short this. It looks weak. It doesn't look strong. The market doesn't look like it wants to be bullish. It's so slow though. I hate this. Because then you get wicked out on this kind of price action, you know? You get that wickiness, you get the up down, and you're like, oh, I'm out. And you just start getting cuts, you know? It's just like, man, there's 50, there's another 50, and I hate doing that. You know, I want the price to move. I don't want if you get into a trade and the trade hasn't moved for you in like 13 to 15 minutes, get out of the trade. You know, I get like that now. I'm like, if price hasn't done what I wanted to do in like in that long a time, just get out of it, man. That's what I've been doing lately. I've been noticing the longer I sit in the trade, if it hasn't done what I wanted to do, it's better that I just kind of exit the trade. You know, reassess where I should be. Looks like we're gonna get that sell now. ES is starting to kind of roll. It's under the 26 where I like to see it. Still a lot of bulls in the market though. It's still fighting, you know. Doesn't look like we still have a clear trend on the market. I don't think Breezy's sweating it. I mean, if he called it a YOLO, then he's YOLOing it. So at least he's not worried about it. Like, some kind of fleeting on here. Well, looks like they're buying this back up now. The Bulls ain't gonna let go now. I'm over here playing Marvel Rivals. They'll be aight. Nice. I've been wanting to get into some Call of Duty myself. That's actually what I've been wanting to do. Dude, I am so excited for GTA 6 to come out. Are you going to play it? I know you're going to get in on that. I'm going to need to break down this little box before Bears even have a chance. Yeah, I don't think the Bears have the chance. They had it, but they just couldn't take it, as usual. But we're nice and green already for the day. I want to take another trade down. I want to see if we can write this up. Here, let me refresh this because I know that this is wrong. Yeah, it looks like we're getting that upside push now here in the market. Let's go. All right, a Floon is going for the long. Good luck, bro. I like it. Yeah, on the 30, we're back above BWAP again. So it looks like it wants to do it. Is it, though? Especially ES. Looks like NQ is starting to move to the upside as well. I'm going to take a long here on MNQ. See if we can hold this. Write this to the upside. $26,510. So you think, I got you. I got you. I see what you're pointing out, Tipped. Yeah, maybe. It goes ES. ES has overhead resistance at 7,075. So it's just got to get out of that. It gets above that, and you could have a nice move on the Qs here to the upside. Or on ES, sorry. You'll have a nice move on ES to the upside. Struggling though. I just don't know if we'll rip for the rest of the day. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's still moving quite nicely up. It's at 5,000 or is that 500 now? Let's go. There you go. You're getting that move now on ES and in Q quite nicely up.
Nice
So,
entry,
baby.
Riz.
Yeah.
Man, this range is real. It's just ping ponging. I think the Bulls have it, but
I think they do
patience for
too.
sure. I see Breezy over there with his 15 con YOLO. Love it.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, if you're a scalper though, I mean, you're probably having fun in this area. Just in, out, in, out, in, out. Quick 10 points,
Mhm.
15 points.
Come on, Bulls, push it.
I think if you get 530, you are good to go.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if ES can get above 75. You know, if it can get above 75, you got clean air all the way up. But
Yeah, and then
struggling.
78 break would be huge too. I'm looking at the 1 hour. It looks primed to push. NQ actually looks a little bit stronger.
Yeah, I agree with you.
NQ is over. NQ is over London highs while ES is not. Kind of interesting how it's just been flopping from London highs just back and forth. Usually it picks a side.
It's still kind of turning out to be almost kind of like, you know, and it looks like it wants to be an intraday. Well, we're above yesterday's now, so still above yesterday's. Not really. Yes, yeah. Yeah. Right here's that mark. Bought that right back up. Look at that.
This like 490 to 510 area is just a pain in the butt. But I will say it looks like our U-shaped pattern reversal, cup and handle might be forming.
Mhm.
Still hard not to be bullish.
Definitely. Super hard not to be bullish.
Mhm. Honestly, for me to be truly bearish, and seems like it's a mile away, but I'd have to see like a 280 break, like this morning's lows.
Mhm.
Until then, it's really tough to do anything. Maybe scalp some shorts, but
Now, what a tough afternoon session, right? Going into the latter half of the day, just grinding along.
Yeah, no kidding, man. No kidding. One of those frustrating sessions that newer traders can get caught in, just flip flopping back and forth because we are breaking structure over and over. So it is tough to hold. You start flipping your biases nonstop. Kind of the
Yeah.
perfect storm to break some rules. I will say that.
Yeah, the price structure we're having right now is definitely the kind of structure that can lead you to breaking your rules, thinking you see something that's not there. Told the traders
Mhm.
earlier, I was like, this is a good time to, review your morning trades, analyze what you did, how you could have improved. Midday doesn't have to be a trade. It can be reviewing your process from the morning session, can be just as valuable.
Absolutely. Wow, this is boring, Riz.
It
Not
is,
much other way to
man.
say it. Oh my
I mean,
god.
yeah, but we're like on a little trend line here. So I'm seeing that right there. Maybe, just maybe. Let's see. I can't place orders now. I got my order finally. What are we gonna do? They're gonna short this. Oh, okay, nice. Nice. That's a good short right there. Let's go.
Classic. No movement for 10
Mm,
minutes and then you get the knife right back to right back to support.
yup,
Good time to paper trade or eval trade right now, guys. I'll tell you that.
that's right. Bust out those evals. Holy moly, that's a good trade.
Yeah, this is the kind of trading that just screws with my brain. You're right, then you're wrong, then you're right, then you're wrong. All within the same 15-minute candle.
Yup.
Oh, you flipped short. Nice.
Yeah, I flipped short, man. I flipped short real fast.
You got
I was
him.
wrong,
You
and I
got
was
to if you're
like,
gonna trade this. Honestly, man, this is where those like $50 to $100 trades just add up. Just take your
it
cash,
does.
get out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna see $100 go to zero over and over, and that is just a recipe for tilt. How long are you staying on here till?
Just a few more minutes to the top of the hour. I can stay a little longer though, if not.
I'll stay with you until the top of the hour.
Cool, cool, cool. Let's see if we get a little bit more of a push down. Come on, let's take out that low a day. Come on, do it. You know you want to, bears. We know you're here. Come on, there she goes. There's 450. Come on. Oh, she just threw the sell on the 1 minute. Come on, do it. Oh, man, they just took it away. They just took the sell signal away.
I'm sure that's happening nonstop on the 1 minute. What's up, Craig?
Oh,
Good to see you in
bulls.
here, man. You really need to get that 450 break for this to get some juice.
Mm-hmm. Come on. She's going for it again. It's 454. Come on. There's 450.
Just
There's
do it.
448. Come on. Do it. Do it. Let's go. Sink this damn thing.
Yeah, there's 450. Couple more, and you can break the support. But
Yeah,
actually,
that's
get paid.
444. Nice. Oh, come on, baby. Do it. $438. Let's go for that low. Come on. Me 431. Come on. Just do it. Slice through it like butter. Is that 450? All right, there's the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. I went and cut that short. Don't want to give up that money. Up 217 for the day now here in this eval.
Hey, good way to end it, and you got out at the perfect time. Good stuff.
Yup. Got out just as soon as it started to really pull back on. So, yep, it's a nice dub.
All right, everybody, I am out of here. I'll catch you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Riz. Everybody have a great day.
Absolutely, Justin. Thanks for popping back in. And thank you guys for all listening in, to my viewers on YouTube, to my viewers on Tik, X, and everywhere else in the interwebs, and especially my Discord viewers. Much love and thank you all so much. I hope you guys had a great day. I had a fantastic trading day, up a few $100s, but I know if you guys followed Mike this morning, you guys are up a few $1,000s. So, hey, congratulations to you traders, because you know what? You guys are the ones that really killed it this morning. The rest of us just wrote the tails on you all. And if you're struggling, then I got to ask you a question. Are you showing up early for work? If you're not, then you need to do yourself a service and stop in the Discord early in the morning session. You know, our great community is here early in the morning, pre-market, early at work, looking at those charts, collaborating and talking about what they see. And you could be too. So make sure you jump in the link in the chat description below, because we've got links to the Discord and also that mentorship class that Coach Matt is having later on this afternoon. You definitely don't want to miss that. And if you guys are looking for a great deal, don't forget, we got launch plans on sale for $29. That's right. Launch 100 gets you into a trading account, a 100K trading account for $29. If that's not a value, then I don't know what is. So make sure you take advantage of that today. Tell them Coach Riz sent you. Hey, and if you got questions, send them my way. My DMs are open around the clock, and I'm usually around. I'd be more than glad to take a look at your chart or to answer any of your trade-related questions. All right, again, want to wish you all a great day. Good luck in the market from all of us at Blue Sky. And thanks again for joining us. We will see you at Power Hour. In just 1 hour, you can catch Coach Becky, Coach Matt here, breaking down that live price action point by point here in Power Hour. So again, I'll see you guys soon. Tomorrow, first thing in the morning. Good luck. See you tomorrow, team.